How you doing? Oh, Lord. Got another video at you with ASMR traffic and a good foundation filter just to make us mind. Hey, bitch, hey. So, I don't know much about football, and I've always known Gators is a football team, and then my husband's like, yeah, what was it, high school or college football team. It's still a football team, but, we got a couple of convos at you this afternoon. Holy cow, it's 5 I almost said 5 in the morning. No, going back to the 90s now. 5 p.m. So we've talked about self-care, but I wrote down some things that you could do to help in your daily life to keep yourself on point. I have started my journey of moisturizing. I have always been doing it, but I went for a while to where I kind of got lazy and, just didn't want to do anything, So sometimes even I get into that kind of funk and you kind of lose track, and, in the hindsight of the moment, you're like, I don't give a fuck. But, I picked it back up, and I also got the blue bottle of those brain gummies, and a lot of people say it does this or did that, or my opinion on that would be that if your body or your mind does not need something or whatever that the gummy has inside of it, then it's just an opinion. You've already have like a lot of that built up, like your immune system's good, like, whatever, and your body doesn't need it. So in my opinion, if you were to intake that, then it would probably add to that and double, and then you would have this, symptoms and stuff. But in my case, I came to the realization, I was like, okay, well, everybody's different, so let me try one. And at first, I tried a half of one. And stuff like that. That's why I usually don't do medications. I usually smoke. And it didn't do any of those things. It kind of has like a tarty taste to it. But, and of course, I was doing it for a while, and I rolled my eyes because then I slacked off for a while. And, one of the things I need to work on is persistence because my brain does need the brain gummies, and they are helping. But when your mind just gets fogged, you're just not, that's like the last thing on your mind and stuff. So, on the list, first on the list would be healthy boundaries. It's always good to set healthy boundaries for yourself. Sift through unhealthy boundaries in your mind, and if some of those things are a part of your daily life, then you would try to weed out them and get them out of your boundary zone. I like to say, setting healthy boundaries doesn't mean like you gotta be a saint. All these videos and stuff that I put out there don't mean you gotta be a saint, because Lord knows I'm not. But, for the most part, basically just making sure that all our chickens are in a row. Maybe we're missing a chicken or two. So, but I think you get the point. And so setting healthy boundaries, I mean, I think, should be a must, even though persistence is one of my downfalls that I need to work on. But, the second one on the list would be healthy goals. Again, I guess that corresponds with the first one, kind of, setting healthy goals. Even maybe you don't achieve the goals because maybe you're just kind of really stressed out, or you just got a lot on your plate or a lot on your mind and blah, 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 blah. But to set healthy goals for yourself, one, you have the mindset of you can do it because you just did it. And, sometimes it's easier said than done half the time. Get that? But you don't know till you try. Number 3, I need to get more sage. If you know, you know. But number 3 is sage your space so energies can't express emotions through you. Remember that video I made a while back, a few days ago, where I was just so I need to get sage because I run out. My camera keeps skipping every now and then, but my clock's still rolling. Number 4, set healthy expectations of yourself. Now that's a good one because me included, I've caught myself doing it as well. That sometimes along our journey, somewhere along the way, we kind of set an expectation that may be a little, out of reach. And sometimes we even need to check ourselves and put ourselves in check and be like, slow down, Karen. Not like Karen, but I use Karen and Kevin as like a whoa Becky kind of thing, and I couldn't think of whoa Becky. But yeah, like slow your roll. All that you're talking about is all good and dandy, but you can't do that all in like one little, pace yourself. Number 5, always keep your mind fully aware, alert, and open-minded and sharp-minded. Yes. Always be aware of your surroundings, people in your surroundings, body language. I talk a lot about it now because I'm experiencing it more now as an adult, and then I can think back and recognize it then. So yeah. That is very important, I think. And last but not least, create a healthy food era for your body, as what we put into our bodies affect our body, mind, soul, and our spirit. And that is very true. So, very, very, very true. I'm I'm the first one to sit there and turn to junk, or unhealthy, greasy type of foods and stuff. But force of habit, being grown up on that kind of thing, yada, yada, yada. It's so good. But then you start to research on YouTube about what you didn't know about the fast food places. And now that you have the mindset that, like, if I eat out, I want it to be like 5-star, 5-star delivery, because I know they care about, you know, what they're putting out that door. The other one is welcome to 2026. Can you believe we're in 2026? It's amazing. As we kick off the new year, to which creates a fresh path to really slay anything you want to do with confidence, tackling it with stride. As us as women, strengths should overcome power. Our weaknesses, our strengths and our power should overcome our weaknesses. And power as in, like, how we feel as a person, who we feel as, or who we represent as, like, a person, or, you know, whatever, you know, everything. So we train our brains to be much greater than our weaknesses, as we can become stronger as a person, being able to heal along the way. Now, when I make some of my videos, I get some responses, like, I'll see a video, like, maybe it wasn't directed towards me, but in my mind sometimes, like, if I see a video that, like, there's a reason why I see the video, like, I go there. And it was a video of a girl crying and kind of being emotional, and she's like, no, and just like some of the words align with some of the things I talk about, and maybe it was another influencer who talks about similar stuff, but she was like, no, my trials and tribulations did not build me who I am as a person, or blah blah blah, and, you know, I'm not learning from my strengths, and I'm still not getting out of that era, and I'm still stuck in this, and I'm still stuck in that, and it's not the same for everybody, and my camera's glitching. But, you know, and no, I get that, but you don't understand, like, when I'm saying like this, like, where I can come from a place where I can say this now, and I'm still kind of like in the middle of it, still getting out of it all at 43. And it took me 43 years, or 42 years, to overcome all of that. And I'm still not done sifting through it all. So I'm 50-50 with it. So I say it, and yes, I believe it, but at the same time, I'm still going through it. You know, I don't think anybody's ever fully healed, but in their mind, like, from experiences and stuff, they can be, you know, like, I'm good, now I'm caught up to date, and everything's great. So, now, and the last conversation is nostalgia. Now, to go into this conversation, I've said this once before, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm more or less trying to come from a place where I'm trying to be funny. So my birthday is September 2nd, 1982. Some people are like, I know where she's going. So Gen X is like 80, and I missed it by like a year or two. But my parents and my family members and stuff like that, growing up, it was Gen X ways and Gen X rules. Drinking out of the hose, do not come inside until the street lights come on, don't you dare get mud on my floor or you're grounded for a month, and just, yeah. But the joke part of it is, I don't want to be with millennial girl. Or Mineral Girl. Don't put me with her, dude. Don't put me with her. I don't like her minerals. And I may have missed it by a year or two, but I will always and forever claim Gen X. Because I don't want to be with Mineral Girl. Like, you hearing me? No, bitch. Let me out. I'm stuck in your pocket and I can't get out. What the fuck? Get me the fuck out of it. So, nostalgia. So, candy cigarettes. Now, I've heard other people say that candy cigarettes, like, you can inhale, like, the powdered sugar, and you can, like, breathe out, like, blow out, like, powdered sugar smoke. That wasn't the thing with ours. They were just candy sticks, and they were in the box. But, and I've noticed, like, the Doritos, like, when, as a kid, like, I remember one of my favorite thing was the Doritos. Like, they had the orange bag, and then they had the blue bag, and then they had the red bag. Of course, the blue and red is still there, but my point to it is, if you eat them, like, in the 80s and the 90s, they're, like, got so much, like, cheese, they're, like, yum. And then, like, if you eat them now, it's like they cut almost, like, way over half of the cheese, and they just don't taste the same. They don't taste the same. And they're not even on the list, but they had to put that in there. Okay, so there's only two. There's that one, the candy cigarettes, and the Cabbage Patch Kids dolls. Now, my favorite, no, I never had one, but my favorite was the one with the crimpy hair. My sister had Juanita had every single one of the dolls. Like, she collected them. They kept them in the box. Some of them didn't come in boxes, but she still bought them. Wasn't allowed to touch them at all. So, fuck the Cabbage Patch ones. Just saying, yo. Just saying. Just saying. But, that's gonna be the end of this video with our traffic ASMR. And as my bestie says, she says, I have a good story voice. So I gotta get some more notebooks because I'm ready to start putting together my sixth audiobook and start writing on that. I just gotta put the stories and plots and people and just, you have the papers like Eminem, got all these different things on them. Yeah, all these ideas, and you gotta put it together. Yeah, I'm in that phase. But, oh Jesus, I spilled my coffee everywhere. Dur. But if you like this video, y'all know what to do. Until next time, peace out, homies.